Welcome back TBF fans. Today it's going to be a doozy and I'm going to teach you something that a lot of you have been asking and I'm going to give you that today. Now what is that question you might ask? That is to be able to build a tier 9 account in seasonal and come out with a billion mite at the end of it of the 3 months. Now this particular method to get there is not easy and is extremely expensive. Disclaimer alert before I go forward with this, understand a few things. First of all, this is a method that's gonna blow your wallet to pieces. It will cost you a lot of money. Now remember guys, for those who have been following me thus far, my channel is mostly about saving money and be able to go around this the cheap way and be able to play this more effectively. However, seasonal, to play this if you want to achieve a very high tier account, requires a lot of steps involved to get there. Now I'm going to go through all the costs, the expenses, what's going to take you, what you need to do, the challenges you have to face to actually build an account like this. And I'm going to tell you this right now, usually if you take this approach, especially this approach, most people tend to keep this as their main. So again guys, I'll teach you how to do this, but remember, this is really mainly to show you what's going to take to get a billion mite and above and a tier 9 level for everything for seasonal. So I'm going to teach you now guys and hope you guys enjoy. First of all, we're currently in day 1 of seasonal. To build a tier 9 account, a lot of people are already jumping in head first. And what you're going to notice already, that it's already starting to build up a fair bit amount of clans. And just in day 1 already, we already reached clans that reached up 100,000 mite. Now for those who are new, you might be worried that it usually takes quite a while for you to get to that point, especially if you're just starting out. But seasonal is a different beast of its own. It tries to level up at a very fast rate in 3 months. So instead of a slow pace rate, which is the normal kingdom as you open up from kingdom to kingdom, this is 3 months with extreme pace, a ton of tournaments squeezed into one moment, and expecting a lot of money to be blown if you want to achieve those very high tier goals. Now it is completely possible to walk out with a tier 7 and tier 8 account, but their steps to do that has a completely different procedure. Today I'm going to walk you through how to get through to a tier 9 account and what it takes to do it, which is going to require a lot of steps. So bear with me guys, stay to the very end of the video, I'll show you all the tricks. We need to pay attention to packages. Now first of all, you have to remember during this time period, one of the first goals you need to do is actually to achieve your gold pass. Now that's very important. If you don't actually unlock your general gold pass, most clans are not going to be assisting you. Be wary that you need to actually get yourself in there straight away, and it's going to cost you at least 4 times to achieve that. So that way you're going to be involved with everybody else. Now by doing so guys, then you'll be able to step into the union token clan, which is pretty much for everybody. Everyone gets a chance to get in there, and you'll be able to earn Helen of Troy fragments because you want to try and unlock her as soon as possible. Now if I'm right, it should take you about at least 2 times getting the gold pass, 2 or 3, but I think it's 2. And you should be able to unlock Helen pretty much immediately. Depending on your participation rate, which is going to be very high anyway, I think you better maybe unlock her even your first goal. Let me know how you proceed and put some comment down below how you perceive with that. But you should do pretty well because tournaments are quite fast paced within seasonal. So that's the first goal. But to do that guys, you have to remember it's going to set you back. So the first step in here is that now you don't know that very general cost. What is that cost to set you back? Now guys, remember I am Australian based, so my currency will be in Australian currency. You guys can convert it yourselves. So for me, getting the gold pass, it'll be costing me around $31 AUD. Now again guys, convert it to yourselves. This will cost you a total about 4 times spending the gold pass during the 3-month period that you're in here. Now you guys might actually bring the genre and say, Alex, why are you saying 4 times? Because doesn't 3 months equivalent to 3 times being each month? You are right and you're wrong at the same time. And the reason why I say this is because it will cost you a total of 4, because you have to remember you'll be getting out of there too, and that is going to cost you a bit too. And it doesn't really quite cover the full period, and you're going to find out why as you stay in the tournament. So when you're in this tournament of a 3-month period, sometimes it kind of strays a little bit above and a little bit over as it goes for your dawn of the season event, then the main season event, and then you've got the legacy, kind of the after effect of the event. And you're going to see this happens every season. You guys should be already knowing that, but for those who are new, that's something you will encounter. So it actually will cost you about 4 times. So 4 times the gold pass alone is already going to set you back $123.96. So we can round that about to $124 AUD. So that's the first part to take note. You should purchase at least 2 elite passes which will set you back $76.99, which is about $77 AUD. You want to buy 2 of these, bare minimal, and that will set you back $153.98, which is about $154 in total. Reason is because you have to remember when you're buying your gold pass and elite pass, you'll be able to get the resources necessary to build up quickly, and of course gives you some small advantage of mercs, because mercs will always hit harder, therefore gaining you more valor and more CP based on the tournaments you'll be in there. And also the resources to be able to build quickly, and you're going to need that. Now, yes, it's true, everyone's going to be collecting chests very early in the game. You want to situate yourself in a good clan very fast, and the only way to do that is to show that you can get to a high level quickly on your own, because it is always a display of might expenses, and if they can see that and seeing that you are growing quickly, they will bring you over. You just have to make yourself available, and you want to be there. So that the faster you do that, the faster you will grow. 100%. 100%. In saying this as well, you also may want to consider of getting into the Triumphal bundle big set here, maybe at least one time. That will set you back $229.99, which will cost you about $230 AUD. Now, this set here, for those who don't understand this, basically will increase the tournament choices that you can gain within your Triumphal tournament bundle over normally. When you normally go through it, it extends the type of goals you can achieve in there, so you can do extra things that can be earned. And by doing so, that will allow you to do a little bit more than your usual. So if we go in here, for example, if we go into here under missions, under seasonal, you can see that you have to unlock it first. You can only do that by unlocking the bundle. And here, for those who's never seen it before, basically it allows you to earn more goals, but for these type of rewards, which also gives you a better positioning on your ranking in the Triumphal set, which is, this is why some people tend to sit on top than others, which then gives you a different type of reward, earning the Triumphal victory rewards and so forth. So the points and benefits are much different. So that will land you within the top 100. No different, but it'll give you a higher chance of getting there. And I recommend you at least going there at least once. And what it gives you is a plus 10% chance for your whole army to strike 2 squads. For those who don't understand what that means, it basically, when you're in your tournament-based tournaments, either it's CP or VP based, this will allow you to hit twice, which is 2 squads, which is 2 enemy squads, before they can land a strike on you. And this will allow you to do more damage. And what does that mean? More damage means landing more hits. More hits gives you more valor. So that's very important. Let's go back. That's only a little bit talking about the Triumphal Challenge, the Golden Pass, Elite Pass, and Big Bundle Pack that you do need during the 4-month period. What else do you need during this period? We already talked about Hell in a Tribe. We talked about the bundle sets. Now you need to unlock Hercules. Now I highly recommend you, especially pushing towards this, do not just aim for Hercules, the tier 1 packet. You want to get Hercules, the full star packet. So this will set you back. But what would it cost you? Let's get through it. Go into your Triumphal challenges. Under sales, this is where you get your full packages, which by the way will unlock more mercs, which you're going to need because you need to sacrifice them to go in particular tournaments. And I'll guide you through that too. But you want to unlock first tier Hercules to begin with. Now, a lot of you guys know, especially for those who are more seasoned and for those who don't understand, this is for the new ones, Hercules is your fast-paced speed to get to what you need. Because remember, seasonal is about unlocking your guard levels as fast as possible. Therefore, 1, getting the top 100, therefore gaining a different rank. And 2, to be able to unlock those special tiers that you can only earn through seasonal. And for those who don't understand it, even though you might spend a lot in seasonal, you will not, I repeat, you will not be able to unlock every single star level of every single artifact, captains, and you can earn during this seasonal event. Seasonal is done by competing in each and every single one of them, and eventually you'll be able to gain the star levels for every single captain that you earn and artifacts that you achieve to earn their star levels. So this is not going to be a one-time event. It's going to involve many times to be able to achieve that ultimate goal. So again, zip it guys down below if you want to put a comment down. But remember, like I said guys, pre-warning, okay? You actually want to move to the next level. Why? Because a 5-star Hercules is supreme, and you do need to achieve that. So by unlocking the 5th star Hercules, you better earn all the star levels and its highest tier. That's what you want to do. And then you want to move on to the furthest box, which will give you $384.99 AUD, which costs you about $385 to give you a full 5-star, well, full style levels for your dragon, and you do want to do that because high dragon, what does that mean? More CP, more valor, to be able to earn more experience and to be able to do more damage overall. And it is all about damage, supreme experience, valor, CP, the whole lot. So you can see how this is going to add you up. Now, to gain the full package deals that you're looking of here, this will set you back about a total of $2,541.90. Now, going through just your full style Hercule package alone will set you back $2,156.91, plus with the Dragon pack separate on its own, as you can see here, which is $384.99. But again, total cost for you to get that will set you back $2,541.90. After doing this, this will unlock two vital things that you do need, especially in your captain range. First of all, like I said before, it will crack into getting Helena Troy, which will increase your food production and your troop training speed, a necessary captain that you will need, one, by getting through the Golden Pass, and second of all, you'll be unlocking Hercules, your main man who's getting VP very quickly. Now, you would have noticed already, on day one, some people have already unlocked Hercules, preparing for this very moment. And I have to tell you right now, guys, the whole idea is, one, you either going to turn this account into an account where it's going to be an alt that you're going to sell off, and people do that. Two, you're going to make this into a secondary account where you're going to help your main account in whatever kingdom you're in. But I find that most people tend to, especially if you those who are still in your main kingdoms and still under your bubble there, tend to make this your seasonal as your main account, because the rewards that you earn, the things you're going to achieve, and what you get out of it is amazing. And plus, most people tend to build new clans for seasonal because you got those who are playing really hardcore and really serious, and you're going to gain a clan that's going to be extremely supreme. There's a lot of clans coming out from seasonal which are up that level, and you guys know that. You know I'm telling the truth. Now guys, this is earning already your first captains that are very important. However, just pay attention to what you need to, you know that you cannot unlock all your captains and artifacts within seasonal in your first go. You can't. And it being your first time, and let's say season 6 is your first time, then you need to prioritize what's important. And I have to say to you guys, you should prioritize either in Hemdell, which is a must when it comes to your main captains you can unlock, and then Beowulf soon after. If it's not that, then focus on the artifacts that you're going to be achieving, which would be, so then you want to achieve on your artifacts, guys, because when you do this, you're basically going to be unlocking, you will be unlocking either the Heart of the Forest or the Forest Crown. I recommend you to get both if able. But the thing is, unfortunately, I have to tell you, you're so limited of what you can achieve during seasonal for what you're after. Now, when you are going to be able to hit a tier 9, so I think by doing so, if from memory, you should better unlock at least 4 of them. 4 of them will be completely possible. So this way, you better gain your Heart of the Forest fragments, you better gain Forest Crown fragments and actually achieve those ones, and unlock your captains, which you'll be looking into, which I have said before. It's going to be gaining Hemdall and Beowulf, being your main 2 captains. So they're your 2 captains and artifacts that you're going to be unlocking, and you should be focusing on mainly to get you what you want. Now, why do I say this? Why is this important? Because Beowulf and Hemdall's special abilities gives plus to army. And the artifacts which I've mentioned already is also plus to army. You want to focus on that, such as like Cleo, and then you also want to make sure that your captain, then you want to make sure that your hero that you have in place also reflects the same thing too. So you actually may want to consider using Moronis because of his 1.5 times ability, or you want to unlock using the hero Thetis because of his plus 25% to leadership. And if not, you may want to consider having Aaron. But remember, using Aaron, meaning that during this kingdom period, that you are locked off to the rest of the other kingdoms, regular kingdoms that is. So for the 3-month period that you're going to bubbled within the kingdom seasonal event, you're going to attack the other 2 kingdoms that are beside you within this event. So this will allow you to gain more CP a lot faster. Now, here's a handy tip that you need to understand. That one of the fastest ways that you're going to gain the CP that you need is to gain allies. So you either decide to deceptively ally up with the toughest clans, and also it would be good if you're a leader yourself, but if you're not, no big deal. You want to situate yourself as in the toughest clan of the top 3. And with that alignment, and if not even that, you want to make sure you know someone in there, because the CP that you gain, what you're going to be focusing on, which is deeply, will allow you to increase not gaining, technically speaking, your specialist straight away. You should actually be focusing a lot more on your pump ups, because remember guys, this is about getting the highest tier guard levels as fast as possible. So you want to put more focus on towards the boost and looking into army modernization, which is focusing mainly on strength, guys, strength above anything else. And then monster boost, same thing, focus on strength that you want to pump up before anything else. And then go backwards and then earn your specialists. Now, of course, the first early specialists are not going to cost you very much, so you can focus on unlocking them. But as the higher tiers go up, you want to upgrade your strength for both your modernization and your strength for your monster boost, because by doing so, it'll give you leverage to attack higher for all the tournaments that's going on within seasonal. Because seasonal, guys, there's actually a lot of tournaments going on a daily basis. Now, right now, what we can see here, we've got Doomsday, we've got we got the Arcane Storm event, Armageddon, and before here, we also had the Verdant Rebirth event, which was here earlier. Now you got these mini tournaments that pop up here as well, that goes on every, I think it's every hour to 3 hours. I can't remember right now off the top of my head, so you can put a comment down below. But the idea is basically you want to only go on Pacific ones that gives you power to you. There's the Verdant Rebirth event, so for those who know what that is, and if they don't, I'll put a small comment down below. But basically this event is where you have to gain majority of your potions. It's probably by far one of the most important events in the game, because those potions are going to do you a lot of good later down the track, and you need to save them up for preparation for other tournaments in the game, right? Because you want to earn more VP. That's the whole idea. So when you're in here, guys, there are particular tournaments that you must pay close attention to, very, very close attention to. First of all, the Armageddon event is a good friend of yours to be able to earn fast leveling up for your hero. So 1, that's for your hero growth. 2, you need to focus on tournaments such as the Ragnarok event. For 1, be able to build the Ragnarok gear. 2, to be able to gear up Hercules, because it belongs to Herc, as you know, and he'll pump you up even further. But 2, also it'll be able to give you a lot of valor very quickly. Now 3, you want to focus on the Rise of the Ancient event, level up as fast as possible, while taking advantage of the tournament Hellforge to be able to build the gear necessary for armor and other accessories faster than focusing on getting it for your chest. Now, by using Carter leveling up as quick as possible, you're going to get that anyway, which I'll talk about in a moment, but we're looking at tournaments in particular, okay? Now, in this here, you're going to be able to still compete with Shadow Invasion event, COD and KVK, but you're going to notice a very clear thing: there is no Olympus, there is no Dark Omen, and there is no trade route tournament. Why? It's because they want to make this a little bit harder and to pay out of cash, and I guess because there's a lot of tournaments going on. Whatever they're thinking, they didn't ever really mention it, but this is my own personal perspective. Now, saying this, guys, you also must pay attention to the packages that are available. Now, the Super Sales ones gives you some really insane package. As you can see here, this one sets you back about $77.99, which is a total of, which has cost you about $77 AUD Australian, which gives you mercs, pump ups, gold, you name it. A lot of resources that get you there very quickly, but by doing so, it passes a ×6 value, which is what it gives you. That will then double up as well, and because every time you buy a package, it will double up even faster, and that will set you back even further with the amount. Why get all these things? Why get Hercules? Why focus on these big packages? Why do it in the first place? Reason is because you want to set yourself up so quickly that there is no way in hell that anyone can stop you to be able to, in those who are at the same level as you and who are trying to earn those really, really high tier ticket to get in the clan you need to be. Because when you reach in a seasonal, it's all about spending money to hit those high targets and to get into a high tier clan. Now, guys, this is something you need to pay attention to next. Now, if you go into your packages, guys, There's a new one that's only set for seasonal that you can only purchase. Now, before I even go before that, when you first step into seasonal, you must buy the starter pack, which sets you back $7.49 AUD. The total development package, $7.49 AUD, and the total advantage set, $7.49 AUD. And that will set you as a total of $22.47. Now, why buy these packages? Now, this is the standardized packages that even when you start the game with vanilla accounts, or if you happen to be watching this if you're brand new, let me explain why. These packages are the supreme way of getting your account where it's supposed to be at the very start, plus a gold pass. That's like a given. But by doing this, this will give you a really good start of developing your castles a lot faster, up to level 19. Now, if you go past that, that's going to destroy one of your packages immediately. So don't get past level 19 until you unlock everything at that level first. So by doing so, you give yourself a really good start. So that's one way of really looking into that, these 3 packages. And plus it gives you the resources necessary as a whole. Now, if you don't see that as a whole, you can actually go back to my channel too, which I do talk about it. And the video that you want to pay attention to will be one of 2 things. Oh, actually 3 things. You can go back, watch Dawn of Season 6. You want to look at how this is how pros start. This is especially for those that are beginning it. That will really assist you. And seasonal secrets. Because the one thing that you're going to learn, especially if you've been here as long as I have, seasonal doesn't really ever change that much. Not greatly. Only by a few things here and there. But those little few things is a lot that drags you back in. So watch that. They'll give you some other tips there that will still help you and still very valid to this day. Now let's go back into the main tournament again. I want to show you a special feature that's only given from Season 5. That's now become a new release from all seasons from here on onwards, which you guys are very lucky. If you go into extras, there's a thing called Decorate Your City. Now, it is a seasonal skin that you can only earn for season, which is the Fortress Might City appearance. This is the first time ever, and it will set you back about $769.99, which is a total of $770 in total AUD. Now, this particular appearance will give you a bonus of plus 5% for your attack and defense. Now, you might know, for those who have been playing, that when you actually earn your decorative skin for your castles, it will only give you a singular either attack or defense, not a double. So by getting this package, this would be the very first time ever since Season 5 that will allow you to be able to earn the appearance to give you a plus 5% on both bonuses for your attack and your health. So both attack and health, which is extremely necessary, especially if you don't really mind spending a bit of money. Now, you would have noticed these are the ones I've talked about so far: tournaments, captains, artifacts, expenses, and triumphal packages that you should be purchasing to get you there. But we're still not done yet. Once you get to that point, it's about playing Jump Frog. Now, for those who played Leapfrog, if you guys have played Leapfrog before, the purpose of that is to go ahead, to jump ahead, right? So if you understand that, the idea is to land yourself in the top 2 clans immediately, but always remaining in the clan that is going forward. Now, this is still day 1. It doesn't tell you enough yet, because sometimes those who are in a clan that might be in the top 10 will eventually start jumping back and forth, because it is yet to still pick out the best players within your kingdom, in your seasonal kingdom. Keep a close eye on it. I say every couple of days, pay attention. If not every day, because your seasonal account will may become your main account. And always try to keep yourself bouncing in the top clans every single time. Now remember, guys, if you do leave your clan, there's a 7-day countdown period as you jump into each one. Why? Because the higher clan that you're in, the better you'll be seated at, and the more chests you kind of get. Now that comes back to our next point here. If we go into our main seasonal, you also must focus on making sure that your Carter levels up max stars and reaches at a level 25 crypt exploration skill ability, because once you reach about your halfway point, or even when you compete in the first month or even the first 2 weeks, you got those already collecting at a level 25 crypt level, a level 35 epic level crypts, because you're going to need to. Reason is, if you don't get to reach that level, you're not going to be able to level up those who are at a high tier strength. So this is something vital that you must do. Now, even if you choose not to listen to me and achieve that, that is still something you must do as a whole, making Carter as your main priority of growth. Okay guys, whatever you do, even if you don't follow this, at least upgrade Carter to the highest tier level. And a safe way of doing it, if you can get him up to clear level 20 crypts, you're safe. You're going to be safe for the remaining of the 3-month period. So just have a high focus on him. High focus. And you want, besides that, the next thing that you need to pay attention is your economy. Now, during your research, like I said before, earning CP and boost is just as important, which is your army monetization and army monster boost. You want to look into your guards level. And of course, by unlocking more guards, you then allow you to unlock, what do you buy unlock? This seasonal abilities. So if by unlocking in your seasonal events, this will allow you to go in your pinnacle of warfare to unlock all those special, as you unlock each tier you reach to earning more guards and therefore earning more rewards. Now guys, remember, by doing so, anything that you earn within your account can be transferred to your main account, but whatever accounts that you win. But you cannot transfer, let's say you did here and you want to share it to another account, just randomly, you cannot do that. So you have to be entering in seasonal multiple times, because then you can share your seasonal account alt to your main account alt in whatever accounts that you may have. Okay guys, hopefully that's been very useful for you, and trust me guys, if you follow my instructions in this method, which will eat into your wallet and it's thousands of dollars down the drain, but you will hit tier 9, you'll hit $1 billion very quickly. Now the last thing that I did not mention is actually another tournament that's not shown here. You guys can remind me, but it's called the, I think like Forest Guardian event or Forest something event. What it is, this event will allow you to unlock multiple Valor points and hit your target goals extremely fast. It's really important. It will pop up daily, but for an hour or 3 hours or so. So keep an eye when those things pop up, because when those tournaments come up, you can take advantage of a lot of Valor and CP depending based on what it is. CP, you need to gain, of course, a relationship with another clan so you can reach those targets as fast as possible. Now this is the guide about to earn you the fastest way of reaching tier 9 and $1 billion account extremely fast within seasonal. And guys, I'll tell you right now, even if you don't believe me, you don't need to. The facts will show for itself. After the 3 months period, you're going to have accounts that are way past $1 billion because they did just this. They have money to burn, they get right through it, they put themselves in the right clans, they follow this structure. So if you understand this, you're going to get there, because I have nothing to lie to you about, just trying to get you there. Now this is how you reach that account, and I wish you the best of luck. But my goodness, it's going to eat into your account, and it's not usually something that I tend to do. It kind of strays past what I try to do of saving money. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a like, subscribe, put a comment down below, and I'll see you guys again in the next TBF episode. Bye now. Hey warriors, before you march off, here's how to stay connected and power up your game. The TBFALEX Patreon is officially live. Look at the link below. Join the TBF family for exclusive perks, early content, behind the scene updates, and a private chat where we hang out and plan the next big moves together. And if you want to track your progress like a pro, check out the #1 chess tracker for Total Battle, the TB Clan Poto affiliate link below. It's your ultimate tool for mastering events, rewards, and strategies. For all business inquiries or collaborations, reach out to me on totalbattleforevergaming@gmail.com. And if you're serious about growing a gaming channel or want to team up, let's build something epic together. Subscribe, join the army, and keep the battle alive. This is TBFALEX signing off. Let's go.